Wow.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Together we stand.
Can't make the demons wait. Beautiful.
My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it? Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. Oh, Hull Run. Hello, sir. Okay. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect the city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers. Those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task, and not kept them here surrounding a useless, utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is someone down. Oh my god. Can I please kill this guy? I really want to kill this guy right now. So he's literally just going to accuse everyone. I mean, your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... And you, I remember you. You appeared in the city the day the demons attacked and Terendala died. What are you doing here? Answer at once. I hate these kind of people. These kind of people who just see deception and evil and everything and aspect. Like, oh, you jumped off that bridge where the murderer was? You culprit! Whoa. Calm down, buddy. Jesus. Being evil is so good, you choose who dies and who lives. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Answer at once or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? Lan, at your service. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I have lived in Canabras my whole life. You haven't ever seen me. You haven't ever seen me before? Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We have been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of a repair for a long time. Oh, Lan. First Crusade, so you're a mongrel. Huh, you obviously know human speech surprisingly well, in fact. All right, let's be off with you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. Dude, get off your damn high horse and get down to everyone else's level. I am and who are you to be asking me such a question? I find it passing strange that you don't already know who I am. I only recently got into the... Oh, yeah. I agreed, Grouchy. Agreed. I want to so bad. Ugh. Halloran Shapok, prelate of Canabras, inquisitor by the grace of Iomade, defender of the city by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Calfrey, against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. I am Ramin of Edmir, prior to the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Halloran here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. Agreed! You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sakorians had hanged Aruli Vorlesh while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomade, and I won't question yours. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. What precisely are you accusing Ramin of, Inquisitor? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Ward Stone and perform an unknown ritual over it. The Ward Stone of Canabras, the gift of Iomade, the bringer of light, all wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain, and followers of that crazy runt of a goddess tried to meddle with it using their magic. After hearing a voice in their dreams, my soldiers almost had them caught when Ramin got in the way, allowing the traitors to go round. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to with an inch of his life. Now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, my people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Warstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now where was it? Ah yes, from the Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal. And that is why I never believed in you or your mom's lies even for a second, and I was right. Don't lay a finger on him or you'll have to answer to me. Stop. You are the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? You're a fool, Holren. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Warstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Warstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for the strategy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it, and now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong, as always. What about you? If you truly have been marked out by out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city and go bring back that filthy traitor. I am almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons. Either knowingly or unknowingly, their attempt to bewitch the Warstone is clear proof. Remian must be captured. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies wherever you look? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? I hate people so much. So much. Oh, were it not for me, Canabris would have got. Now he's an arrogant, egotistical asshole. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the Crusade. Back then, Canabris didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted to could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not? For no one was ever turned away. But no matter, everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you hold yourself here from across the seas, the Crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Now, just as soon as those insolent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed toward the Wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all, so they threw their blood from afar, slaughtering the Wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Minago is her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks, and that creature was right. We let our guard down, and we got way too deserved. Ramian really warned you about the attack? Those crazed Desins are always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they had said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligent No. The only zealots you like are the StarCraft zealots? Agreed. I hate these people so much. Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered treasonous plan in their dreams. and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. I'm thinking of multiple different ways you could have gone other than just shooing them away to be able to process this correctly. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me. You know what? I'm done talking to this guy. I see you suffer greatly nonsense. I had to deal with the brood of Nosferatu. I was nothing. There's nothing dangerous in the soul. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I will keep an eye on this hole. The beast decide to attack from here. We'll be ready for them. Where can I find Riemann? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He's probably hunkered down in some hole like the traitorous little rat he is, and he'll be sitting, trembling, and waiting till he's dragged out of there. With the prelate after you, that seems the only sensible thing to do. It's what I'd do. Sure, lots of things sound sensible to you. And it works too. Have to go. Go then, if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum. I will return with your head on a damn silver platter. Gelfrey saying you are a freaking pompous ass. If you keep trying to order me about, you... I remember you. When Father and I arrived in the city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better to do than to arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true, you and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames, but then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire. That is a crime in itself, which means that you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case. And review your case? You mean literally just string her up right here now? He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young with a big mustache. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago, but I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He just really, really wanted to protect the city, only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Harwan, you sent an innocent child to be burned at the stake. Don't you want to ask for forgiveness? Hardly anyone can look innocent. How did this girl manage to survive the fire? And what about the crow that's always flying around her? You forgive him after what he did to you? He thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something thinking it was a good thing. But you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone? But what if... Oh my god, What if I've done the same thing? Can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might be no better than them. I really want to kill this guy. I really want to kill this guy. I'm not a paladin yet. Not till next level. Save and see what happens. I saved before this entire confrontation happened, but that's a lot of talking, and I don't want to go through all that again. Even if I am just quickly clicking through all of it. Oh my god. Ember is way too kind. Ember is way too kind. All right. Let's go, Ember. Yes, let's go. Bye-bye, kind knight.
Let's see what we can do.
First place to look. Where is it at? The Church of Desna. I think that's. Oh god. The reason why I'm letting him live is because Ember is forgiving him. That's literally the only reason why I'm forgiving him. So you found me. I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Plus, you're in war. Killing potential allies is never smart. That is true. Kill me if you wish, but I ask you, hear me out. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. And these dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself. They have come to us in dreams. Prelate Halrun brushed them off as meaningless reveries. And, well, I admit that it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams, but even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna and are always worthy of attention. The prelate, and all the crusade leaders for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the storyteller arrived in Canobris. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the warstone in our city, the first and most important in this chain of wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems that the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the storyteller either. We're lucky he wasn't burnt at the stake as a heretic. God! This... Oh, Halloran will be answering for his crimes, but I am not going to kill him. I am not the judge, but I am the executioner. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen, all the way to the catastrophic end. Not all dreams have a benign origins. What if those dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have said could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters. But here in the War of the Abyss, the goddess is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if a demon tried to intrude upon the dreams of any one of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. Tell me about the strange rituals that they were going to be performed on the Wardstone. Any more beer? Yeah, this stuff I can't drink too fast. The other beer that I'll have, I could probably go through that pretty quickly. When my attempts to open Halloran's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult me beforehand, but I have never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them. I cannot command them, and it seems they were inspired all on their own. In other words, you get to preach whatever you want, and you don't have to take any responsibility for your flock. Really got it made. For pity's sake, how can I be held responsible for the actions of others? These are not children we are discussing here. They are grown adults endowed with their own free will. Praise the goddess. Of course, we all help one another, but in the final reckoning, each of us decides how we will act, and each must answer for those choices. That is so true. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the Wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Halloran, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing. Wait, what? But to Halloran, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitors detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't got away, they were destined for a cell in the prelate's dungeons and, quite likely, death. Why are you and Halloran feuding? Oh, I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish only the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front lines, enjoying a peaceful retirement. But even if that isn't possible, I have always tried to help him fulfill the mission he has taken upon himself, and to which he has proved fatally ill-suited. I couldn't agree more. In protecting Canobras against the demons, unfortunately, he is convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He refused to listen to me, and it was only the knightly orders that deterred him from including us in his witch hunt. Now there is clearly no one left to stand in his way. He's finally free to get rid of us once and for all. Is there a chance you can resolve your conflict? I don't know. Halloran's faith is truly formidable. Not only his faith in Iomade, but in his own infallibility. In other words, he's as hard-headed as a rock troll. But even so, Desna teaches us to never lose hope. Talk to him. Try to explain what we are fighting. That we are fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him. Bind his hands. But I beg you, if at all possible, please don't kill him. Why haven't you left this place for somewhere safer? Because people might need help, and they will come to the temple in search of a priest. I will not hide away in a hole, saving my own neck. While Canobras is full of people suffering in the wake of the demon's attack. Very well. I have to go. Wait, 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones the Inquisitors wrongly accused of treason. I beg you, find them and protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Paulredden. They will not rest until they find them. If there is anything else you can do to save Canabras, please do it.